1989, four friends with a shared passion for skiing began producing their own movies. With their iconic style and stunning cinematography, the films immediately became regarded as modern masterpieces.
They have a different approach. They don't look like everyone else.
They have really crazy ideas. They almost always had rock music in the movies.
Not like gay-ass techno music.
Even though they've already released several films, the public still don't know very much about them. So in the run-up to their highly anticipated new feature, I was granted exclusive access to find out how this crew have become one of the most successful filmmakers in the industry.
My name's Paddy Graham.
My name's Thomas Lavichka.
I'm Benedict Meyer.
Toby Reindl, and I'm part of the Legs of Steel crew.
The city of Innsbruck, in the heart of the Austrian Alps, is where the Legs of Steel headquarters are situated.
We're finally here at the Legs of Steel house. It's behind me right here. I'm really excited to finally go and meet them, so I'm going to go inside.
Hold on, I'm gonna call you right back.
Hello, hey, it's Tasha. We're doing
Hello, welcome.
You must be Toby.
Yes, welcome to
Lovely
Legs
to
of Steel
meet you.
I see the Legs of Steel crew as a group of assets, basically. I'm the one holding everything together, pulling the strings behind. I've got Benny, We've got the poster boy Benny, the face of everything.
You can see the pictures?
Yeah.
Yeah.
See the pictures.
Can you see the pictures? Yeah. Maybe another row on top? What do you guys think?
I think you won't be able to see them.
Oh?
Paddy, who's the rock star who brings in the badness.
Ursula, right? You're just jamming out up here. No biggie. Why don't you grab yourself a beer? Get me one as well.
And Thomas, the professional athlete, the trainer, who brings the athleticism in it.
Hi, Thomas.
200.
Like if you can't sell that, you're basically an idiot, right? It's business time.
Toby Reindl is considered to be the business mind behind Legs of Steel and takes responsibility for the overall direction of the company.
When you've got a company like Legs of Steel, you know, you need someone holding it down, you need an anchor, and you just need that killer instinct to get all that business done, you know, and that's Toby.
What is this?
I don't know.
Like the puppets dance, I'm pulling the strings behind the curtain. I'm like the guy in the back, makes it all happen.
Toby used to be a really, really good skier, still is an amazing skier. And he was one of the skiers with the best style, and then he started to study, and now he's a businessman.
And he's also injured.
I mean, if you walk down the street with Toby and all the guys walking down the street in a suit, they'll look at Toby.
They call me the Wolf of Innsbruck.
You guys have a bunch of laughters up there. I make the deals. Capiche? I don't want solutions. I want problems. You understand? No, I don't want problems. No. I want solutions. I said solutions.
Hello, can I have a small pizza margarita and a Coke?
No, there is no iron skiing. Small garlic bread as well.
He's the mastermind of Legs of Steel, and he's brilliant.
Now I'm in a meeting.
Legs of Steel started basically because Thomas, Toby, Paddy, and myself were always skiing together, and we were living far apart from each other. And then at one point we decided, all right, let's do this. Let's move together and start making ski films.
It was a long process coming up with a name, and I had a few great ideas. I'd got, you know, Steel Sabbath,
Cash Cowboys. I had dollar skiers.
Packs of Iron. Ninja Defeaters.
Paddy Power, Paddy and the Tweakers.
Ski/freestyle/money.inc, which I came up with.
BAF. BAF stands for Benny and Friends, Benedict and Friends, Benji and Friends.
How did that go down? Was it considered?
No.
Settling with Legs of Steel, they released their first film, which they called The Pilot.
Well, in the beginning, we just wanted to make an old school ski movie.
As we basically threw ourselves in the water, we had almost no idea at the beginning of the season what we get ourselves into. And we were lucky and had cool people that we worked with, and everything was fresh and new, and that was really exciting to do that, and basically the Kickstarter for everything that happens afterwards.
Something that made the film really stand out was the soundtrack, which is down to Patrick Graham, otherwise known as Paddy. I'd heard so much about Paddy, so really wanted to understand why he'd chosen such a decadent lifestyle.
Yeah, well, I grew up in quite a rough area of town in Sheffield, and there was a dry ski slope nearby, and that was kind of my way out of all the drugs and the crime that was around the place.
Paddy is a rock star, you know. He grew up in hard circumstances, could ski himself out of that. He's now a professional skier, but he's basically a rock star. He lived and gone through it all.
He's just a really good guy who loves to go out.
He's a true rock star, and he's living it, and I cannot believe how he's doing it.
He intimidates people when they first see him, for sure.
Hello, Paddy.
All right, Hersha.
Just seeing everyone as they hang out around
Yeah,
the
Thomas
house.
is doing some skipping or something.
Yeah, what's all this?
This is the bar, I like to call it. Sometimes I jump in the bush. It's like crowd surfing, you know what I mean?
Really? In
Yeah.
there?
Awesome. You want to see it? I'll do it. I'll do it.
Okay.
Well, that then. Rock and roll.
Following the pilot, their next feature was released a year later.
The first movie was kind of a tryout. The second one was a all-in attempt, all-in effort from us.
Skied as much as we can, we filmed as much as we can, organized our own trips, our own shoot, resulting in obviously the grand finale.
We had this crazy idea with the countertell feature where several people were jumping over each other.
Montreal, we had standing ovations for the last half minute, and it was pretty amazing.
The film also won prestigious awards including Best Powder Section and Best Man-Made Feature.
I mean, it pretty much went down in history, so we're pretty proud of that one.
After helping Paddy out of the bush, he said he had some songwriting to do in private. So I went to see what Benny was up to. Benedikt Meyer is probably the most successful skier in the group. Having been to the Olympics, he's somewhat the celebrity in Germany.
Benny's the superstar skier in the group, you know. His life just evolves around skiing, revolves around skiing, you know.
Benny is what I call a true passion skier. Like, he's somebody shuts down the media, shuts down everything around him, and is solely focused on skiing, and he wouldn't trade it for anything else in the world.
I'm just a skier, you know. I don't want to be anything more than that.
What's the hardest thing about being in Legs of Steel?
I mean, really the hardest thing about it is so much media attention.
Later that day, he invited me to the premiere of a German TV show that he was the star of.
Paddy!
Hey, Elsa, how are you?
Good, how are you doing?
Good, this is great.
All these people here for you.
Yeah, I know.
Can we just have a quick chat?
Yeah, sure.
So what exactly is going on here? Because you're...
Oh, yeah. Maybe you want to shoot it up more, or? I know we're really high profile, all of us, me especially, but still I don't like it that much if I'm just center of attention, really. I mean, there's a huge screen and posters and everything where you're just like massive on it. I mean, I look good in it, I know that, but that's just really the hardest part, you know. I just want to go ski and just be by myself with the boys, really.
Back at home, I caught up with Thomas. He's also Benny's coach, and I'm told the healthiest member of the house.
Well, I mean, Thomas, he's the German national coach. He's the most healthy guy in the house. You know, he trains the hardest, lives a really clean-cut lifestyle, you know.
Most important thing in my life are training, skiing, training. If I'm not skiing, I'm basically down here all day.
So Thomas, this is your training room. Could you just talk me through what you do on a general day?
Well, I kind of start off with some
weights.
warm-ups. So,
You can take that. 1, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12? Oh, is that all?
did 500 this morning. It's pretty simple. It's about brain speed and fast reaction. Do you have a water?
Yeah. Oh, thank you very much for that.
That's great.
We'll leave you to it. What are you going to do now then?
Yeah, now it's more.
Back on the bike?
4 hours.
Cool.
On the bike.
All right, we'll leave you to it. Thank you. See you, Thomas.
See ya.
Do you want to just get a shot of him through the window?
Well, I would consider myself fitter than everyone I know. I've been to the Olympics.
But you didn't compete.
But I was there though.
And he gave me this picture to prove it. In 2012, Legs of Steel released their third feature, Hurt So Good.
After the Shoot It Countdown and the success of Nothing Else Matters, things started to really kick off. We had second filmers coming in, bigger trips. The first time we went on heli free-ride trips, we invested in more equipment and really set ourselves up as a professional company.
I think there's a bit more pressure on us that year to deliver something. The easiest way was to build a jump over a road.
And this film won an award for Best Cinematography at the IF3 Film Festival. One of the main themes in the film was injury. It's Toby's belief that a good slam section attracts a wider audience.
In ski films, it's not all about landing stuff. Like, people want to see crashes and people fail.
So it's ensured that this is always taken care of.
You got the right jacket, the goggle. You need this.
Sven's role in Legs of Steel is to be official crash coordinator. Obviously, I don't want to get my main guys hurt. So we hired another person, Alex, it's Thomas's sister. She's helping out in the office a little bit, but her main task is to be the stuntman and produce those crashes that we need.
So for Paddy, you're gonna do a switch right side double and you're gonna come up short. For that one, you're gonna get 20 bucks.
20? Last year was 50.
Well, do you want it or not? I can put it in my pocket and do it myself. You want it?
Okay, do it. Rob?
Hey, tuck your hair in.
I heard something snap.
Thomas, what do you want?
I just want to go big.
Do you think it's a bit dangerous?
No, not at all.
And just overshoot the whole jump.
She signed a release form. She has basically no right to press any charges against us.
I'd noticed that Thomas was quite direct with his sister.
Stop whining! Never tell Mom!
Which was a similar approach he took when coaching Benny.
Shut up! Bastard, come on! Fuck!
He needs definitely some hard leading. That's how you get the maximum out of him.
Benny, what is this? That's junk! Chocolate! Sweets! Sugar!
Sorry, coach. Sorry.
I'm gonna keep this. Here. Proteins and vegetables.
I'm sorry.
I'm gonna keep this.
Sorry.
Earlier on, I'd noticed editing equipment in the gym. Thomas said it belonged to their full-time filmer, Andre. As well as being an expert at filming action, Andre is also very arty. The Legs of Steel films are renowned for their arty shots, which Andre sometimes tries to explain to the others.
We're gonna do stuff people haven't done before. We're gonna be pushing boundaries. 2 words, slow motion.
His passion for slow motion is unyielding. And his unique depiction of the snow and the moon, and the sky and the moon, and the sky and the moon are truly unique. So I attempted to tap into the mind of Andre Natini.
Andre is an artist for sure. I think he even is a little bit spiritual and sees stuff no one else sees.
What are those?
They're skis.
They're not skis. They're paintbrushes. I direct them like my paintbrush on a canvas to paint.
I wasn't too sure what Andre was going on about, so I asked him to show me some examples from this year's footage. Why is this one not good enough?
Look at that. It's like this face staring at me. I don't want anything staring at me. I need to stare at the painting.
So that is a reason for you not to use the shot in the film?
Of course. This one, it looks like he's dancing. I'm not making a musical. I'm making art.
Oh, yeah, he's missed the grab, so I could see why you wouldn't want that one.
The grab?
Yeah.
It's the eyes, again. How can I focus on this masterpiece when these eyes are staring at me?
It's this kind of attention to detail that puts Andre's directing on a completely different level. Following Hurt So Good, they released their 2013 film, The Lost.
We found a good recipe for a ski movie by then, and we brought in a new element there, and we got the helicam.
Kind of explore new terrains and also progress our skiing.
The film ends with a night shoot shot at the prestigious ski event 9 Nights, where I caught up with them next, as they'd been invited by the creator of the event, Nico Zasek.
You know, you need Bene, he brings the media. You need Toby, he holds the group together, he's the business guy. And you need Paddy if you want to do good parties. So it's great to have them here. Is that what you wanted me to say?
Why didn't you say I'm really good looking, man?
This year in particular, and it was a perfect chance for us to talk to a few industry partners, and most important thing, recruit new athletes. Another big success for us, everything went perfect, and that night was in the bag, yeah.
The next morning at the hotel, Toby said he was unavailable as he was in a private business development meeting with his good friend and creator of 9 Nights, Nico Zasek.
We have business meetings from time to time. I help him sometimes, he helps me sometimes. Not too often.
Is Travis Pastrana in the movie?
I've tried to contact them, like they
Well, what you tried? How did you contact them?
send out all the friends requests. I couldn't.
Look in the mirror and tell me what you see.
Toby.
You're not Toby! I told you to be an animal! What kind of animal are you?
A bird.
A bird! Are you serious? You're a tiger! I don't know, I'm wasting my time. I'm out of here.
After an invigorating meeting, Toby shared his business plans with us all.
Paddy, listen up real quick. Like, the skiers we're filming with, like, they're not big enough, they're not cool enough. We need medal winners on our team, we need more people, better people.
I meet people at the bar all the time when I'm getting shit-faced.
Well, I got a lot of girlfriends on Instagram.
Perfect. And finally, very important, we need a new catchphrase, a new motto for our crew. And I come up with something, it's ski good, money will come. Yeah, it's pretty simple. Like, if you're a skier and you're skiing very good, money is gonna arrive to you.
I kind of like the 4 friends idea, man.
The 4 friends idea, Benny. Repeat it with me at 3. 1, 2, 3. Ski good, money will come. Give me another one. Ski good, money will come. Yes, perfect.
The Legs of Steel films always feature a cast of some of the world's best riders.
We have the best crew in the world, and we want the second best riders in the world, obviously, to film with us, so we are the best crew in the world overall.
First thing you have to do to get in the crew is get a tattoo.
Legs of Steel?
Legs of Steel. Then we'll think about it.
You get to film with the best ski crew in the world. Why should that be unfair to get a tattoo in return?
I did it in front of the mirror by myself.
Did you?
Yeah.
Shit, can I have a look? It's the wrong way round. It still looks nice though, but it's the wrong way round.
Leave me alone.
Oh, but don't.
That's so stupid.
Well, yeah, there are other initiations, but we got in trouble for the last one, so we never really talked about it.
They made me test all the big park jumps, like the speed.
Really?
Yeah. That's how I hurt my knee the first time.
They made me punch a cow in the face.
And for this year's film, Paddy said he'd easily be able to get his good friend David Wise to take part. He's won a gold medal at the Olympics.
Man, what's up? How are you?
Hey.
Yeah, good. Hey, a little bit of a favour tomorrow. Do you want to go shoot with us?
Shoot with Legs of Steel?
Yeah.
Me. Would you be willing to do something for me in return?
Anything.
We let the riders come to us, you know, we're exclusive, you know.
David.
Girl's voice.
David, you're the greatest skier that ever lived.
Benny was also out recruiting his friends.
Could you come film with us this year? We'd love that. That'd be awesome.
No, not really. I really gotta make this phone call.
I mean, you're really good looking, I'm good looking, you know, we can do some great things together.
Yeah, I don't know, I feel like it's just a little bit too lame.
All right, man, I'll think about it.
After possibly getting David on board, Paddy said he felt inspired to write a song in private. So I went to see how he was getting on.
Hello?
Hello?
Hey, Paddy, how you doing?
Just give me a sec.
Yeah, come in. Yeah, rock and roll.
How you
Just having my
doing?
breakfast.
Oh, your
Booze and fags.
Okay.
No, it's hard with sponsors and everything. Like my lifestyle, you can't be a sponsored skier. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just rock.
I've got this cream. Is this yours?
No, some bird probably left it here.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
it's not even been used
Well, I reckon
yet.
you should put that down.
Can I have it?
We should get out of here. We should get on it. Should we go to the bar?
Yeah.
Yeah. Go skiing. Yeah.
This little thing here.
Yeah, that's
cute.
No,
Is it not
no,
yours?
No.
Do you want? Oh. Okay.
No, I'll keep it. I'm going to burn it or something.
Oh, all right. That smells a bit like Red Bull.
Vodka Red Bull.
Paddy said the bar was closed, so we headed up the mountain where the guys were immediately mobbed by fans.
Ski good, money will come. Ski good, money will come. Now everybody.
Whilst Toby tried to get his motto out there, I went to see how David, their second filmer, was getting on. As Andre and Thomas were shooting in Alaska, David was responsible for all of the 9 nights footage.
David is a natural born talent on the camera.
Where Andre is a little bit quiet, David is a little bit more outgoing.
Yeah, and how is it working with these guys?
It's pretty good. I mean, they're all pretty kind of weak personalities, so you really have to give them some direction, and shooting can be a pretty primal activity, so really asserting yourself as the alpha male, I think, is the key.
Paddy, put the fucking whiskey down and get the fuck over here. We got shooting to do. I'm sick of this. Amateur hour.
How's that one? You get it?
No, shit, man. I deleted a clip.
Serious?
Yeah, go again.
All right.
Yeah, your skiing is brutal right now. Like, fix it. It's just a matter of asserting your dominance, I think, as the filmer. You know, they're the subject, you're the artist, so.
After telling David I was really impressed with his approach, he allowed my cameraman to observe him for the afternoon.
Yo, do you know where this plugs in? I get my finger in here to get the lens cap off. No one's hit this jump in like half an hour.
He's been plagued with a streak of bad luck, really. His computer fell down and all the files got deleted. We had a card error at 9 nights.
I don't know, the files were in the computer and then they're gone.
Whilst David got his head around our Steadicam and Paddy went to get some more whiskey, I went to meet up with Benny, who said he was helping photographer Paddy with the 9 nights photo competition.
Yeah, can we maybe lose the hat?
Can't lose that, man. Poor rules.
Well, then how about acting naturally?
What about this?
Just relax, please.
Think this better?
So, Paddy, how's the photo shoot going for the competition? Do you think you got a good shot?
For the comp?
Yeah.
You're kidding me? You think this is for the comp?
That's what Benny said.
And he pays me to do this. It's for his bloody Facebook page or
What are
something.
you guys talking about? Is this more relaxed, Pally?
But you did a swimming pool shoot.
Yeah, swimming pool shoot for the lifestyle photo shoot competition.
But Paddy said it wasn't for the competition.
Yeah, it was.
No, it wasn't. Either way, the event was wrapping up, so Paddy insisted we had a large night of drinking, and the next day we headed back to Innsbruck. The Legs of Steel crew are now in full production mode for their new feature.
So this year's film, we're definitely gonna step it up.
After last year's movie, things got a little bit too convenient for us. We didn't raise the level as much as we did the previous years, so we're looking for a new challenge and have that all-in approach that we had in the first year with Nothing Else Matters.
So this year we've got a 2-year project coming up.
Our previous films had skiing and skiing only, and this year Andre came up and had a really great vision of a story to tell.
You're in the mountains. Snowflakes, pieces of emotion.
So whilst Andre concentrated on the overall vision, it was down to the guys to sort out the end-of-season spring kicker shoot, which has now become a signature part of their films.
So the plan for this year's spring shoot was a huge jump up on the glacier. We've got all the best riders coming, we've got all the media, we've got all the ski magazines, but we had a slight hitch with that.
I have no idea where the jump is.
Tommy. Guys. Seriously, where is it? Where is it?
I organise parties, man.
You tell me there's no jump. You know who's coming, you know what's on the line. Riders, media, attention, hashtags, everybody. Why didn't you organize it?
It's your job. You're in the office every day.
It was never my job to organize a jump for this shoot.
Yes, it was my job. I had it on my to-do list. But never mind, I sorted it out after and it was fine.
We have to cancel the shoot. Yeah, it's windy, it's snowing really hard, and there's absolutely zero visibility.
Thankfully, Toby managed to pull it all together the following week.
High spirits.
Somebody called a taxi?
And so my time with the Legs of Steel crew came to an end, and I left feeling that I'd had a really good insight into who these guys are. Perhaps Benny does sometimes enjoy the media attention.
No, they did not. Did they really call me the Justin Bieber of skiing? Really? Hey, can you make sure that bit goes in?
And maybe Paddy isn't as rock and roll as you'd like us to believe.
Whilst we were observing you in the house, we did fix some CCTV cameras in.
You did what? Can I actually play guitar? Let me put it this way. Mick Jagger once told me I'm a better guitar player than he is.
Goodbye, wrinkles.
Mick Jagger doesn't play the guitar.
Exactly.
Yeah, I love skipping in the sun.
And maybe Thomas isn't always the healthiest person in the house.
What do you do when you see him with junk food? What do you do with the food?
Well, I throw it away, obviously. It's junk food, so it belongs in the trash.
And maybe Toby's business time isn't always very constructive.
No, I don't miss skiing at all anymore. There's so much adrenaline in this office. For me, it's so exciting to be somebody behind the project, and yeah, I'm busy 24/7. Sometimes I get in the morning, day's done, boom.
But year after year, they've produced consistently impressive ski films, so they must be doing something right.
So what is the future for Legs of Steel?
But let's just say it involves skiing, money, that will come to us.
Ski good, money will come. Yeah, it was brilliant. It was really good because we skied really good.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
Is this more natural, Paddy?
And some other names you came up with before Legs of Steel?
Cash Cowboys.
There isn't enough beer and booze and bitches in this land for me.
Fitness, training, healthy food.
I don't know if I can handle being stared at. It's even smiling this time. How can you be focused?
Ow.